Hi, everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Tonight, from East Brunswick High School, it is girls basketball as East Brunswick takes on Perth Amboy in a Greater Middlesex Conference game. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Cara Catanho. And Cara, thanks for being with us. Tonight's game versus Perth Amboy, you have a 2-6 East Brunswick team versus a 2-4 Perth Amboy team. When I spoke to Katie Matuszewski about the team and its aspirations for this year, she talked about maybe getting off to a better start than last year, which wasn't too good. That hasn't happened so far, has it?
Not according to her record. I know that she's been disappointed in the win and loss record. There's been some improvement when it comes to their defensive ability, resulting in transition points, but I know that that's what they want to focus on. They're not much of an offense-oriented team, so she really has to focus on them getting the turnovers and then getting the easy points in transition. And she hasn't seen that much of that this year yet.
Okay, and as East Brunswick does go on the attack, who are some of the players we should watch?
A great offensive weapon has been Elise Rowan and Shannon Nolte. They're probably the two most effective offensive players on East Brunswick. Shannon in terms of just stealing the ball and just getting easy layups and shooting the ball pretty well, and then Elise is the outside shot shooter. Hopefully we get some production out of both of them tonight.
Okay, and as far as leading rebounders or defensive players?
That's where it's pretty much a group effort. Okay. They're not a very tall team. They're not a very. They don't have much size, so it's got to be a lot about a little bit about the tangibles, the boxing out, the making sure that they're just covering their man and getting in the passing lanes, and all the little things in order to come up with those turnovers and do well on defense.
Okay, well, East Brunswick has had its share of tough games in the GMC Red Division, Piscataway, just to name one, but there's an awful lot out there, and they're learning by experience. So we're going to watch tonight's game, East Brunswick versus Perth Amboy. We'll be back with the tip-off right after this. All right, we're back here at East Brunswick High School. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Cara Catanho. Got that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, this game is between East Brunswick's girls and Perth Amboy. And we already had a couple of the announcements, the starting lineup. I apologize that we did not get them all, but we'll name Perth Amboy as we go along. For East Brunswick, we have number 23. That's Elsie Roan. Number 34, that would be Shannon Nolte. Number 11, Linda Solicito. Mm-hmm. Number 25, Kristen Bennett. And number 3, Cassie Riccio. And those are the starting lineups for tonight's game between East Brunswick and Perth Amboy. All right, I want to know how many times, we're going to have a bet here, how many times when I reference you, it's going to be Katie or Cara, because I'm sorry, you guys are related.
Yes.
And you have it in my head, and I'm going to give it my best shot, but I'm going to apologize up front. Okay?
It's no problem. Right. It was my former last name, so I don't blame you for having trouble with it.
All right. This game, by the way, is being played at 5:30 in the afternoon. Not a large crowd to speak of. Probably a lot of people still on their way home from work. So we're going to do this game in front of a light crowd. You might hear a lot of sounds, a lot of yelling and screaming from the coaches, as is often the case. And we will get the names for you for Perth Amboy. Jumping center is number 4. That's Pagie Piano. She's the leading rebounder for Perth Amboy, and the Panthers get the tip. That's number 10, who is Lily Mendoza. Right away a steal. However, East Brunswick is charged for double dribble.
And that's what we're looking for from Shannon Nolte, is to get those quick hands out there and get some steals and easy layups without the turnover.
With it is Miranda. She appears to be that's not Miranda. That's number 21, Arroyo. She's the leading scorer for Perth Amboy. To Piano. That's Miranda. There's a errant pass that goes up to number 34. Missed shot. Bounces around. Up ahead of the field, that's number 15. And I'm looking for her. Oh, excuse me, that's number 25.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for her on our chart, and we don't have her. Oh, Lord. We'll get that name figured out. There's a shot from the corner by number 3. Riccio doesn't go. 2-0 Perth Amboy.
The East Brunswick came out in an aggressive day and got 2 steals, but just couldn't convert on the other end.
With it. That's Miranda with it. Steps on the line. Or are they going to call timeout? Right.
Timeout.
Okay, let's have an opportunity to listen into the East Brunswick coach, Katie Matuszewski.
Okay. Don't start reaching. Keep moving your feet, all right? Down there, they're in the 2-3. So let's have bear. If we do bear, you guys in and out. I'll let you know if we want one high post to stay with stuff, okay? Yeah. All right. I think we can pick up a little bit if you're the floater. Let's see. All right, maybe. All right, here we go.
Keep pressuring. Watch girls. Hey, watch girls leaking early. If you're one of the guards, make sure
especially
we're back.
25 looks to get out. All right. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
All right, we were able to find out that number 25 for Perth Amboy is Kenya Adams, as you listen to Katie Matuszewski. With it is Amboy. Arroyo with the ball.
She doesn't look too comfortable with her left hand, this Arroyo.
Good observation, Kara. We'll watch that. Katie looking for a push-off. She probably had a point.
And she made the call of being out of bounds.
Right. So our third official there is the East Brunswick coach, but she was right. 2-0 Perth Amboy, 6:23 to go in the first quarter.
Perth Amboy's in a 3-2 zone here, so we have to look to East Brunswick passing it in and out of the zone, getting that open shot, at least with a 3.
Right.
She's got to shoot those 3s though, because she is their biggest threat from the 3-point range.
Adams drives underneath, puts it up and in. So Amboy with a 4-0 lead. There's a shot up and in, and a foul.
Good job with East Brunswick keeping their head up and seeing the court and getting that easy basket with an N1 situation.
So Bennett successful on the potential 3-point play. Makes the score 4-2 in favor of Perth Amboy as Bennett goes to the line, shooting 1. And hits. 4-3 Perth Amboy. Pressure by East Brunswick. As we've noted before, this is their game.
Yep, just a typical man-to-man press, trying to force some sort of turnover on a team that looks to struggle. It looks like they struggle a little bit handling the ball.
Mendoza off the board, won't go. However, Amboy with the rebound. That goes off the glass as well. And down with it comes Bennett. Nolte in the corner. Cross court to Riccio. She's the outside shooter. Doesn't find anything, however, but East Brunswick gets the rebound. There's another shot from outside, and that goes in by Rowan. East Brunswick takes the lead, 6-4. That's a 3-point play.
And we need to at least to get hot. You know, I know she's been struggling from the outside this year, so it'd be a nice start for her to start hitting those outside shots.
Bounce pass went out of bounds for Perth Amboy, so right away you can see the East Brunswick pressure starting to have its impact.
Absolutely, they have about 3 or 4 turnovers.
5 minutes left to go in period 1. East Brunswick, after being down 4-0, has come back to score the last 6 points, and they lead 6-4. Apparently, East Brunswick is quite willing to shoot the perimeter here if Amboy gives them the shot. There's a good inside look. Well, put home.
Yeah, and that's where that zone is weak underneath, because they have 3 guards up high, so you should be able to get it inside and get an easy basket if you move the ball in and out.
So East Brunswick takes an 8-4 lead on Solicito's layup. Tapped out of bounds. Amboy will retain possession. Arroyo attempts to bring it up. She's had some difficulty thus far. She is using that left arm. See how long they're going to let her get away with that. And a reach-in foul on Riccio, her first, and that's the team's second.
Yeah, Cassie gambled a little too late on that.
Perth Amboy inbounds cross court. That's dangerous. Bounce pass inside to Arroyo. Nice scoop shot, however, it does not go in. Rebound does. Put up by Arroyo, by number 21. Number 20, I'm sorry. That was Garcia.
East Brunswick's got to get inside and box out instead of out jumping these girls who kind of get lost and they end up watching the ball a little bit.
Shot would not go for East Brunswick, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Perth Amboy possession. Boy, they look like they're going to have trouble with this press all night.
Yeah, it seems as if 25 is the one to bring up the ball because she seems a little quicker at least to get by the defender.
That's Kenya Adams.
She has, I think, 4 out of the 6 points too. There's not much doing on Perth Amboy's offense. They're just passing and driving, and East Brunswick's doing a good job filling the lanes to make sure they don't get through.
Arroyo pumps one up, will not go. Here comes East Brunswick once more. Riccio thought about it. Nice movement by East Brunswick. They do pass well, and there's that easy shot inside. Won't go, however, the foul.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in that defense. I mean, you really could capitalize on this offensively. So East Brunswick just got to do what they do and keep getting inside. And if they start collapsing inside, then kicking it out for the outside shot.
Christina Clark, number 3, was charged with that foul. Check that.
20, I think it might have been.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Substitutions here for East Brunswick. We'll catch up with those.
We have Caitlin Podkolski in the game now, Rachel Gala, and Angela Marone.
Bennett Sosolito makes the first one. Solicito. And she makes the second. To give East Brunswick a 10-6 lead. Solicito has 4 points to lead the Bears. Pass down court.
21 likes to use that left hand.
Yeah,
really
she
create
does.
Space. She can't dribble with it, so she's pushing off with it.
There she goes again. Boy, wow. I tell you what. Double team, but that's blatant.
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised they haven't called it yet. I mean, she's not trying to hide it at all.
13.
All right, with the ball is Nolte. Passes to Gala. Back out to Gala. Pass in the corner. Shot up and good. That's a 2-pointer, they say. I thought she had a outside the arc, but
yeah, she was a step or so in front.
Nonetheless, it's 12-6 East Brunswick with just over 2 minutes to go in this first period of play.
East Brunswick's getting the looks they want offensively. They're being patient. They're taking the open shot. They're taking the good shot, and they're really getting what they want to get going on offense.
Yeah, I think Amboy doesn't look too organized on defense at all.
Absolutely not. It doesn't look like it's a defense they've worked on very long. Offensively, too, as I said earlier, they don't seem to have any sort of set offense against this man-to-man, aggressive man-to-man defense. They're just kind of getting the ball, penetrating and dishing when they can.
With it is Arroyo. Adams back to Arroyo. She stops her dribble. That could be a problem. And it is. With it is Bennett. She's going to have a free shot. Puts it home.
That's
Solicito.
Yep.
And it's 14-6 East Brunswick. It's like a turnover waiting to happen.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's just how East Brunswick wants it.
Right. Shot bounces around. Amboy does come down with it. There is Arroyo losing it once more. Ahead of the field,
Angela Marone.
Marone puts it home. It's 16-6, and East Brunswick is having its way in this first period as we have 1 minute to go.
Yeah, it's been all East Brunswick as of yet.
Well, coach for Perth Amboy, his name is Natali Cardona. He's going to have to do something pretty drastic here because right now East Brunswick is just scoring points off of those transition turnovers. It's what Katie Monteseschi teaches, and you're starting to see that on the court tonight.
Yep, they're taking advantage of their strengths here. You know, with their aggressive defense is now converting into some offensive points, which is what she wants to hope for each game. And we're seeing it here tonight with 16 points already in the first quarter.
And if you're Perth Amboy, what is it that you try to do differently?
I think offensively, you need to get some movement. You need to get some, cutters and girls where they're supposed to be. They have every girl on the outside of the perimeter. They don't have any even post players inside. And defensively, I don't even know what to do with that zone. It's a very weak zone is the best I could really say. I would say maybe go man-to-man and get these girls more aggressive.
Right. Well, East Brunswick scored inside, outside, and they have looked very well, very good in this first quarter of play. So Amboy will inbounds the ball with just under a minute to go, 56 seconds. They trail by 10 after taking a 4-0 lead. So East Brunswick has outscored Perth Amboy 16-2. And it's really all been about turnovers and the transition.
They're really having a hard time handling this aggressive defense.
There's a nice defensive play there by Marone. And the ball goes off Perth Amboy.
Now we're seeing a bit of a zone press. See how this works.
That was what the strategy was. East Brunswick breaks it nicely. Pass inside won't go, however they come up with it. Block. Stolen back. That's Podkolski, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Caitlin Podkolski.
Podkolski.
I feel for her. I had one of those names at one point.
There's a nice shot. Good arc and in. Nice three-point shot by Rowan. She has 2 on the evening, the only 2 actually, and that ties her for the lead.
That was good awareness
Scoring.
by East Brunswick too. Aware of the clock, being patient, getting the easy shot, and capitalizing on it with no time left in the quarter.
So the score is 19-6 after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's listen in on Katie Monteseschi.
All right, so 6. I'm not going to give you up 2. It's still 8. All right. Know what girls like to do at this point, okay? 25's looking to get to the basket hard to the right. For the most part, they all are. They're having a very hard time starting their stuff. So don't you be the person who doesn't get out in the passing lane and be the outlet. If you're tired, you need a break, let me know. We got to keep constant pressure on these girls with stuff, all right? Like what I said a little bit in the last timeout, just make sure, face guard in that press, all right? Make it as tough for them as you can. Any screens, I don't mind you switching, just talk about it. Box out, all right?
Hey, 2-2-1 last time. Make sure we're set up in the right spot so we get someone's last middle and look over the top. Okay?
Big time. Yeah, here we go. Bears, 1, 2, 3. Bears.
Well, it's a lot of keep up what you're doing.
Exactly. Just know who you're guarding. Keep staying focused. I know that some of their woes have come later in the game with East Brunswick because of the fact that they kind of let up and didn't remain focused. And I think that coach has that in the back of her head.
Somehow I don't think that might happen tonight. Just a feeling.
Sure hope not.
All right. You have Elsie Rowan there, who appears to be like a cool customer.
That's Elise's way, yeah. She's very laid back kind of in her whole way of playing.
I mean, she knocked that three-pointer down from about 18 feet and at the buzzer, and no emotion whatsoever. There's a pass inside. Nice shot off the board by Bennett. And that makes it 21-6. Bennett with 5 points on the evening. Rowan with 6. And Solicito with 6 to lead East Brunswick. Amboy having all kinds of difficulty trying to find that hoop. After those 2 points, they have done nothing.
Yeah, they really can't get anything going. Even when they're beating somebody off the dribble, there's another East Brunswick defender there to help out.
Well, I think a lot of this difficulty has to do with East Brunswick playing well.
Oh, yeah.
There's almost another. There's a beautiful tap steal to herself. And Bennett puts 2 more home, making it 23-6. This is Adams across court.
And she's probably the one to stop from what I've seen so far. So, and you have East Brunswick, one of their best defenders on her with Shannon Nolte. So I think they're in good hands.
Arroyo comes back into the game. The leading scorer for Amboy has 0 points on the evening.
But she's having a hard time even getting it past half court.
There's another pass that goes out of bounds, but credit East Brunswick's defense with causing that pass to go long. Just real strong aggression. Rowan in the corner. Amboy still into this zone.
Yeah, they changed it from a 3-2 to a 2-3 to kind of get more pressure underneath, but it still doesn't look like it's going to be too effective.
I think East Brunswick has quality outside shooters that they're not going to have any difficulty taking that shot, as you saw there.
Right.
There's a steal. Nice bounce pass, draws the foul. That was Riccio. And she will go to the line shooting 2.
That was a nice steal from behind from Solicito. She's been doing some good things this year defensively. I've been really impressed with the games that I've seen and what Linda's done. She's been very aggressive, knows how to play the player, smart player, and it showed. It's definitely showed.
Riccio on the first shot, bounces off the rim. This is her second. And it goes. 24-6. And East Brunswick
keeping up the full court press.
Yeah.
Why not when you're getting all these steals off it?
And a foul called. You know, that foul is on Riccio. Considering how aggressive East Brunswick has been, you know, you would think this is only their second team foul, so it just shows you how effective they have been.
Yeah, they're knowing how to guard a player, being ready to guard a certain player, and just being smart with their reaches and their attempts for the steals. Helps prevent them from getting into foul situations.
Arroyo looking for somebody to pass to. Inside, back out. Puts it up. And that's going to be the only way Amboy scores, is with these desperate type of shots, because hands are all over the place. It's something to see.
And she hooked her. She hooked Cassie Riccio when she went in for the layup there. That could have been an offensive foul.
Boy, you're no mercy.
Former coach and player.
There you go.
Nothing gets by easy when it comes to refereeing games or anything like that.
All right, those are the first points that Amboy has scored in I don't know how long. East Brunswick had a 24-2 run, but it is now 24-9.
At some point, Perth Amboy, I would think, would have to come out of this laid-back zone and get a little bit more aggressive to promote some steals.
Beautiful steal by East Brunswick. However, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, even though East Brunswick turned the ball over there on that possession, they got back as fast as they can and caused the ball to go out of bounds defensively.
And that's what Coach Matuszewski's looking for.
There she is.
Shot by
number 10, I'm not sure her name.
Her name is Mendoza. She with the ball. That could have been a double dribble.
Yeah, it looked like it got caught on her hip.
East Brunswick comes down with it. Rowan passes up court. Cross court, nice passing. Shot up, won't go. And right away, East Brunswick goes after the ball, so that will be a Possession arrow to Perth Amboy. 4:33 to go in the second quarter. 24-9, East Brunswick. Number 3, that was Clark, who draws the foul. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
It's one of the first times I've seen Perth Amboy go strong to the basket. It seems that they get towards the basket and then let up because there's a defender there. But at least now they're going a little bit stronger to the basket and drawing a foul.
Clark makes the first. Amboy in double figures now, 24-10. And banks the second foul shot off the glass to make it 24-11. After that dry spell now, Perth Amboy has put 5 points on the board. That won't go.
Well, this is where East Brunswick doesn't want to get it out of their hands here. You don't want Amboy to go on these runs.
Arroyo puts a scoop shot up, make it 24-13. So now we have an 11-point margin. Cross court.
A little scary pass.
There's the shot they're looking for. And that goes in by Nolte. 3-pointer, making it 27-13. Sticks her hand in. That was Solicito. East Brunswick's getting its good share of rebounds.
Yeah, that's the weakness in a zone too, though. You have nobody boxing out, so you end up capitalizing on the offensive end on offensive rebounds.
Right. You saw Rowan miss that shot, but I have to tell you, I really do like her form. She really puts it up nice.
She does. She has a very nice form.
What is she? What year is she?
She's a junior, if I'm correct.
Okay.
She's got a nice little jump shot, too, that she uses when she gets inside.
Looking to inbounds. Underneath to Gala. Cross court. Strong move to the hoop. Won't go.
That's a nice take by Shannon, even though it didn't fall.
I like these referees. They're letting them play.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I'm glad that they are. It's definitely an advantage to East Brunswick's aggressive defense if they're going to let them play.
There was a
double dribble.
Double dribble, yeah. Okay, and we have a timeout on the floor. I guess that was East Brunswick's timeout. Going to talk things over. And we'll listen in on Katie.
Okay. Let's try green one more time. All right, if we score. With this group, it will be Rachel and Angela up. Shannon and what do you feel better with?
Doesn't matter.
All right, you be back, okay? And Linda at half court, okay? Pinch middle here, all right? Make sure we communicate these two girls, all right? And then defensively, they're getting by us a little bit. So even if you need to give a little bit of a step or move our feet, know that they want to get to the basket. Make them take a contested outside shot, okay? Offensively, keep attacking, but take great shots. Take great shots. Don't take shots that we don't love, all right? Make sure you have your matchups, all right? Let's go. Finish this quarter, yep.
Right?
Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Defense.
Your thoughts?
Pretty much agree with what Coach was saying. Just make sure that, you know, even though now Perth Amboy's getting to the basket a little bit easier, just make sure that you're giving a girl a step if you're getting beat off the dribble. For the most part, I think they're doing fine though when it comes to that.
East Brunswick inbounds. Gala, cross court. Marone to Nolte.
And they're certainly not in a stall type situation, but Coach is always also mentioning the fact that, you know, just get good shots.
Right.
You don't need to take any ill-advised shots. Just get a good open look, and then she'll be happy going in, not going in, as long as it's a good shot.
Well, see, if Amboy chooses to stay with this 2-3, and there's a mismatch of size. There's the open, nope. Won't go, however, good size advantage by Solicito inside, and she draws a foul.
And that's what that does too there. When you take it to the basket, it breaks down the defense to where they're even more so out of position, and then you have even more of an opportunity to get the offensive rebound, just like Linda just said.
Foul on Piano. That's her second. Solosito good on the first. She has 7 points. And makes the second. East Brunswick 29-13, back up to a 16-point margin. Here's the pressure.
Perth Amboy doesn't have a solid point guard, and that's going to kill any team, especially with an aggressive defense like this.
And they do not get it across the court, the half-court line in 10 seconds, so that's a turnover.
They're really struggling when it comes to that defense, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. And East Brunswick is relentless.
This is just like a high 2-3 too. I'm not even. The movement is not much of anything when it comes to the defense here. So East Brunswick could really take advantage.
And they do by penetrating and then kicking it back out. Won't go, but they're going to call that Solosito was on the line.
Nice job crashing by Linda. She almost came up with that rebound.
1:25 to go in the second quarter, first half of play. East Brunswick with a 29-13 lead. Well, they got 3 in front, so Arroyo puts it home. That's really the only success that they've had. Now Arroyo has 7 points. That one goes off the board. Bounces off a foot. Recovery. Nolte to Gala. Inside, Solosito drives, won't go. However, with the rebound is Potolsky.
Nice kick out by Caitlin. Good rebound and kick out.
Gala with it. Off the rim, won't go. Nice rebound again. East Brunswick looking real tough here. That was a beautiful sequence. They haven't scored yet, but they're getting shot after shot. Now we're down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, they're getting what they want. Now they want probably a one-shot opportunity before the half.
And that's what they decide.
Give it to Rachel. We're going to wave Shannon through. Go.
5 seconds, and there's the open look by Nolte. Won't go, however. And that is going to do it. At the end of the first half of play, East Brunswick looking really, really good at times, spectacular, with a 29-15 lead. I guess that's 15. I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, it's a 15 lead. So the Bears almost doubling Perth Amboy, and the Panthers have a lot to talk about as they go into the locker room. Meanwhile, East Brunswick, you got to think that they're going to want to continue. They do have an advantage, it appears, where they're bringing in fresh substitutes constantly, so they can keep that transition game going.
Well, yeah, they have a lot of girls that are interchangeable. Their bench is deep, so they could constantly take advantage of the aggressive defense, the full court press, and just keeping some fresh legs out there the whole time.
All right, so we're at halftime here at East Brunswick High School. The score, the Bears 29, Perth Amboy 15. We'll be back with the second half tip-off after this. All right, back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, you see East Brunswick is playing Perth Amboy, and the score at halftime is East Brunswick 29 and Perth Amboy 15. East Brunswick coming into this game with just a 2-6 record, so Karamatis, there we go, Cara Catanho,
yes.
We have a good opportunity for East Brunswick to get into a win column once more.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good as of right now. I know that in the last couple games they came out pretty flat in the third quarter, so we're hoping they're focused and ready to go just to even increase this lead even more, just to feel a little bit comfortable.
Well, that was quite a fast pace that East Brunswick played the first half. From your experience watching this team and teams in the past, Are they capable of maintaining that?
Well, it's difficult sometimes when you are up this much. You know, sometimes you tend to play to the competition, and it's hard to keep focused and keep up the intensity for that reason. But hopefully, Coach got them going and really did something to motivate them to keep this intensity up.
All right, leading scorer for East Brunswick is Linda Solicito with 8 points, Kristen Bennett with 7, and Arroyo with 7 leads Perth Amboy. And we're underway the second half. Rowan at one of the point guards, Nolte on the other. This looks like a good lineup for East Brunswick right here. I like this combination.
Starting 5.
That's fine. Patient.
East Brunswick
Patient.
working around the perimeter. Nice pass inside. Turnaround shot. Will not go. In and out. Good concept, though.
Yeah, good looking shot.
Yeah. This is Arroyo.
Just got away with a double dribble.
Ball off the rim. And saved. Good save for Amboy. Oops, there's another double dribble she got away with. Well, again, the officials are not using a lot of whistles, and that's good. There's Arroyo with that left hand. And a 5-second call. It wasn't Arroyo, but nonetheless, you notice the left arm?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
None of these girls really feel comfortable going to their weak side hand.
And as a result, you see that arm coming out. EB will inbound. Rowan, cross court. There's a pass to Riccio. Inside once more to Solicito. Turnaround shot. Will not go. Arroyo stays with the right arm. And she draws a foul. You know, she's so hell-bent on going to the rim. All East Brunswick do is just stand out in front. They could draw a charge.
And that's usually Shannon Nolte's probably her strongest part of her game is drawing charges, but she seemed to be there on time, but she was just moving her feet and wasn't really set.
Arroyo makes the first. She'll have a second. Good on the second. And that makes it 29-17, 12-point margin. 6:40 to go. Third quarter. Step outside. Rowan's going to put it up. Will not go. Nice pass inside. Blocked. There's a steal.
Nice steal by Cassie.
Nolte had the shot if she wanted. Inside. Tapped away. Good steal by Arroyo. She goes up with that right hand, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She won't go to the left side at all.
And are they going to draw a foul here? Yes, they are. So Arroyo draws the foul, gets 2 shots.
No excuse for that.
Well, you can see Coach is not happy at all with what she's seen in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. It's kind of going back to what I was saying, them coming out a little flat. And for the first 2 minutes, I would say Perth Amboy has the edge.
Well, Arroyo misses everything on that first shot. She will have a second, however. Spins in and out and back in. So it's 29-18, 11-point lead for East Brunswick. Bears having a little difficulty finding the hoop here in the second half. Not because they didn't get a good shot. There it was not a good pass.
No, it wasn't. Shannon should take it to the hoop. The girl never came up on her, so she should have taken it to the basket.
And they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow is to Perth Amboy, I believe. And another turnover for East Brunswick.
Perth Amboy's defense is just more of a gambling day. It's the same defense with all the holes, but East Brunswick isn't seeing it as well, and they're just gambling and anticipating that second pass.
Arroyo, there she is with that right hand. She loves to drive hard to the basket. Bounced around, Bears come up with it. Ahead of the field is Riccio. 1-2 and up.
I thought it was 1-2.
Yeah.
Maybe she shuffled her feet. I didn't really notice it.
Yeah, kind of looked good to me. But they do call the travel.
Here we go. Come on.
Amboy inbounds, looking to inbound. And they do get it in. That's Adams, bounces off her foot, however. Nice move to the basket.
Great decision there by Linda. Instead of looking to pass there, just going straight to the basket.
31-18, East Brunswick. Whoop. Boy, I'll tell you what,
Blatant
that
charge.
wasn't a charge.
That's a blatant charge. I don't understand
Right.
how
Well,
the ref doesn't call that.
The official decided to, well, he points to that way, did he not?
He did say it was East Brunswick ball.
Yeah, East Brunswick's ball.
Yeah.
So no foul, however, they say it went off Perth Amboy. Whatever.
Yeah, either one, it wasn't right.
There's Solicito with another chippy inside. So 4 quick points for the Bears. There's that press, and they're going to call a timeout, does Perth Amboy. So that little spurt there makes it 33-18 for East Brunswick with exactly 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. I don't know if this is a full timeout or what.
Looks, yeah, it's a full.
Okay. All right, we'll listen to the coaches.
Okay, nice job. There you go. All right. We're going to go green one time. They're probably going to set up a different little press break here, okay? So we'll go green just once, then we're back to 24. All right, so right now, you two are up, you two are at half court, you're back. It looked to me maybe like a triangle and 2 the last couple times because it looked like they were chasing you two and the other 3 looked like they were in a triangle. All right, so we can run some of our man stuff. Maybe we'll call him a zone player too. I just want to make sure that's what they're in and then listen for calls and stuff. And you two just play in within yourselves like it's a regular man. But hey, our D is what gets us going and gets us scores. Keep playing tough down here,
Hustle
right?
plays, right? We
That's
gotta
it.
make all the
Get
hustle
loose
plays
balls.
here.
Do you want man plays?
Yeah, we can do that. Yep.
Let's try in Iowa, maybe.
That's what I think, because
okay?
it's good versus either. All right. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
All righty. East Brunswick will continue with the pressure. This is Perth Amboy to inbounds.
Here we go. Hands up.
They're down by 15.
Hands.
East Brunswick has kept it comfortable, the margin. Pressure, they get it across. Inside.
These girls love the push-off.
Yeah, they do. And they're
They're
not
getting away
calling
with it, exactly. Why not?
Riccio hammered by Arroyo. And she'll go to the line shooting too.
Great hustle back a bit. Okay. Hey.
Riccio's points, only 2, however, and she's only had been to the foul line, so this is her 3rd opportunity.
Cassie gives you a lot on the defensive end. Her presence is important on the court.
She's good on the first, and that makes it 34-18. Nice form. Makes that one 35-18. Pass down court. Bounce pass didn't quite connect. There's a shot from outside in. That's Miranda who makes that 3-pointer. So it's 35-21 Bears. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Rowan.
This Brunswick's just got to stay patient, keep moving the ball in and out, and break down this defense slowly.
In and out they go. That goes off an Amboy foot, so the Bears will inbound. Nolte to Solicito, short. Don't know if that was tipped.
Nah, it wasn't.
Okay. Miranda with it. Drives to the hoop, puts it in. So 5 quick points by Samantha Miranda makes it 35-23 East Brunswick.
East Brunswick's got to do a better job of just being aware of these girls and the way they want to go to the basket, which seems to be always to the right.
Right, exactly. There's Riccio. And she puts it home, a 3-pointer, they say. It's her first 2-pointer, quote.
Yeah.
Traditional shot from the outside. 38-23, East Brunswick back up by 15. Pass inside. There's that right side again. In. Shot put in by Clark. Back and forth we go.
Yeah,
Seems
Perth
like
Amboy seems to be doing some better things offensively, just crashing the boards and getting some rebounds and getting some easy baskets.
Bennett, she kind of looked at it. Could have followed up there, perhaps.
Yeah, it's good 3-foot jumper, though.
That's the first time that Arroyo has gone to the left.
Yeah, and it was just one crossover.
Here comes the Bears. Rowan inside, bounce pass to Riccio. Nolte to Rowan. She's got a nice shot. There it goes.
That was a great extra pass by Shannon.
Yes. That's her. The only points that she has is 3 buckets, and they're all 3-pointers. So it's 41-25, a 16-point margin. And this is Miranda. She's been a spark plug for Perth Amboy here in the third quarter.
Well, Cassie did what she was supposed to do defensively there, but she got beat and nobody else helped out. And that's where East Brunswick really were great last half. And this half, it doesn't seem like they're in help side helping out anybody who's getting beat to the basket.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 41-27 Bears. Nolte, good pass to Solicito. Won't go, however.
You're right. This girl came out of nowhere, I feel, this half.
There's Arroyo from way outside. Hits a 3.
You called it a 2.
They did.
Yeah.
Wow. Geez, I thought that was a 3-point.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, well, okay.
She might have been on the line, I guess.
41-29 is the score as East Brunswick calls timeout. Don't know what this is about, but let's find out.
They're scoring here. If we're tired, right. If we're tired, all right, rest on this end. We cannot rest on that end of the court. All right? Everybody's got to see the ball. Keep girls in front of us.
Help side is non-existent.
Yes, that's what Shannon said.
Help side is non-existent. You know what? Everyone's glued to their girl.
All right? Take pride in what we're doing down here. New matchups, make sure you know who you have. Good. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
All right. I don't know if that was a timeout to get a rest or what.
I think Coach was just kind of reiterating what we were saying. They're not in help. They're getting beat off the dribble. Their defense is not what it was first half. And this has been an ongoing problem with East Brunswick when it comes to the second half and third quarter, at least from what I've seen this year.
All right. The Bears will inbound. Minute 30 to go in the third quarter. Kick outside. Nolte comes up with it, gets her own rebound. However, Amboy comes down. Arroyo.
Nice take to the basket by Shannon. It just didn't fall.
And they're going to call a foul. That is only the third team foul for East Brunswick. There haven't been a lot of fouls called. I believe that's Shannon's second.
Yeah, and Shannon kind of got clipped with a pick, too, on it, so she must be frustrated. Looks like she hurt herself a little bit on that fall.
Arroyo.
That's a moving pick.
And they call it.
It was.
And she got hammered, did Nolte. Look at her, she's down.
Yeah, she seems to be frustrated and in a little bit of pain the last 2 times. She just got hammered.
All right, she walks slowly off the court. With under a minute to go in this third quarter, East Brunswick will bring up the ball with a 12-point lead. It's a long pass inside. Arroyo got a call for a pushing foul. That's about the first time they got her.
Yep, and then it was on the defensive side, but she's been doing it all day offensively.
Fortunately for the Panthers, it's only the third team foul, so no shooting. Gayla in the corner. Good block there. I believe that was by Adams. She with the ball. Miranda with an open look. Won't go, however. With it is Solicito. East Brunswick can hold for one if they choose. Well, nope, they're going to shoot it. Won't go. Bounces around. And they're going to call a jump ball. East Brunswick with the possession arrow will have the ball with 17 seconds to go. underneath their own basket.
Let's go top here.
This game's taking on a little bit of a rough edge to it.
Yeah, it is. It seems like Perth Amboy got a bit more aggressive while East Brunswick got a little less, so it seems to even out a little bit now.
Real nice pass in to Solicito, puts it home from about 6 feet. And that makes it 43-29, under 10 seconds. And Amboy is taking its time, not looking at the clock.
Yeah, having no idea.
Unbelievable.
That's not good when you don't even get a shot off.
Well, I think the coach needs to be a little bit aware as well.
Agreed.
So, with 1 quarter left to go, the score is East Brunswick 43, Perth Amboy 29. And fortunate that Amboy didn't get a last shot off. So, comfortable lead. That 14-point margin is what it is right now. And we'll listen in on the coach.
If we're resting, rest down here. Okay, we can't rest down here. We were really in disarray. We were just kind of fortunate a couple more times, even after the timeout. So we have to know who we have. We have to know what they want to do. All right? Stop letting girls get by us. Have some pride in that. That first of all, your girl's not going to go by you, and second of all, one girl's not getting through our whole team defensively. So make sure we're seeing both. Okay? Watch out for like any sort of press right here. You inbound. Okay, you two maybe a screen if it's man. Otherwise, if they stay in man, all right. I was good, but be careful the reversal pass. Them being out in the passing lane. Look to go backdoor. Hustle was there, and we'll look for some other calls.
Girl off the dribble and hard touch is open, right?
It's 29 plus 8. 37, right? No more than that at the end of this game. Let's go.
Should be like 4 after the last one.
Good point. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense. Come on.
I have come to the conclusion that no one does a better job at condensing more words into a timeout than Katie Wojciechowski.
Yeah, she's a quick thinker and talker, that's for sure.
All right, I hope they remember everything. And Amboy will inbound the ball to start this 4th quarter. What do they got here?
We finally got that push-off call. But Perth Amboy is complaining probably because it hasn't been called all day.
And the coach doesn't agree with it. I'm wondering why, because maybe he feels that they've been doing it all game, now why call it now? But that doesn't make it right. There's a long pass that goes off of number 25, hits her in the arm.
Top of the head. Same thing. And get it in.
All right, hold on here. It looks like there's a little bit of an injury. Adams had that ball go flush off her arm.
Yeah, 2.
And she exits the game.
Get out of there.
East Brunswick will inbound the ball. Back in the game is Nolte.
Get back to Shen.
That's a big loss for Perth Amboy if she's actually seriously hurt. She's probably one of the best players, if not the best player on the team.
Solicito draws it out. It's a pass to Bennett. Thinks about it. Shot will not go. Rowan seems to have responsibility for Arroyo.
Right.
It's like sort of shadowing her.
Yeah, she's playing good aggressive defense on her. See, that's a good sign when at least, she doesn't hit on the offensive end, but comes back and plays tough defense. Doesn't let her affect her defensively.
To the hoop, strong. That's number 3, Clark.
The one lefty on the team. She's the one girl who goes to the left and shoots with her left hand. So the East Brunswick girls have to recognize that.
Spoken like a coach. All right, that foul is on Nolte, who picks up her 3rd. Clark hits the first. And makes the 2nd. So she's 4 for 4 from the foul line to go with her 2 points. 6 points on the evening. 43-31, 12-point lead once more for East Brunswick. Amboy can't seem to get it under 10 points. And with time starting to become a factor, good block out there. Solicito had it tapped away. Amboy comes down with it. Arroyo stops, puts it up, won't go. Perth Amboy tries to save it, and they say it was off East Brunswick.
offensively, East Brunswick's got to mix it up a little bit because they're trying to get what they got first half, but now Perth Amboy's collapsing inside and playing better defense, so they got to adjust, you know, take what the defense has given you, and I don't think they're doing that well this half.
Looking inside. Nice steal there. She stopped her dribble, did number 4. And a good sequence for East Brunswick as Catanho puts it home. Riccio, I'm sorry.
Excellent work by Solcito getting in the passing lane, recognizing that the ball was dead and they had to just jump to the ball and getting that steal, an easy 2 points.
To be sure, East Brunswick has had a few lapses, but they've had enough spurts throughout this game to show improvement. I think it's the kind of improvement that Coach Matuszewski can use, Kara, where if they can put it together for 4 quarters, I think they're going to have themselves a pretty good outcome against most teams.
Right. That's been their issue, is just being consistent. You know, consistency has been a problem that's plagued them up until this point. I think staying even with Perth Amboy second half is fine right now because of the fact that they were up so much.
And Nolte puts it home to make it a 16-point margin. East Brunswick, don't know what their largest margin. I think it was 20 points. I think it was 24-4 at one time.
Yeah, something like that.
But they've pretty much kept it within 12 to 16 points.
It seems that even their defensive intensity is much better this quarter than it was third quarter.
And tapped away, goes off Amboy. And credit that to the East Brunswick pressure.
Get aggressive.
Nolte, cross court. She thought about sticking that left arm out. Oh, there's a good pick. And
nice read getting inside.
Yep, inside is Rowan. She's got 11 points. I don't know if that leads to, no, it doesn't. You got Solcito with 14 to lead East Brunswick. East Brunswick continues to extend its lead. There's Arroyo, strong to the hoop.
You got to bump that cutter on defensively and not let her get to the lane that deep. Even though I'm not sure it was definitely a foul, a ref would call that in that situation.
Sure. Arroyo will go to the line. Misses the first. She has 12 points to lead Perth Amboy in scoring.
Quiet 12. I don't really even remember her scoring all that much.
Well, she has 5 points from the line, and she's also made 4 field goals.
A couple in the third quarter, too. She had that spurt of a couple steals and scores in the third quarter.
She is unsuccessful on both of those shots. So the Bears maintain their 18-point margin now. They can afford to pass it around if they so choose.
Perth Amboy finally went to a man-to-man, and wow, East Brunswick's killing it.
That was really a nice play. Riccio with the left hand.
This is an advantage with East Brunswick having them go to man-to-man because they're very comfortable offensively versus a man. Another moving screen.
This is what they call. And the Amboy coach does nothing in the way of resistance.
Has no emotion at all.
Yeah. Seems like the officials have suddenly woke up and decided.
Yeah, it's a little bit different officiating this half.
Rowan had to get rid of the ball. She's fortunate it bounced off Amboy. Inbounds. Nice pass inside. Ooh, in and out.
She missed.
Riccio inside.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, but she missed Riccio wide open inside.
So we have exactly 4 minutes to go in this contest. East Brunswick with a very comfortable 20-point lead, 51-31. They've led all the way. Well, actually, from the outset, Perth Amboy scored the first 2 buckets, but it's been all East Brunswick since then. As Miranda, she loses the handle. However, And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 31. That is Mosquero.
That was a good box out by Kristen Bennett, drawing that offensive foul, over the top foul.
Marone in and Riccio out.
Revolve. 2 cuts.
Rowan passes it to Solicito.
Holding cutters.
Wow, they're
Strong with the ball.
hitting hard, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
I guess they're trying to draw fouls. East Brunswick backs it out. And it puts Amboy in a situation where they're going to have to foul to do anything. Nice bounce pass inside. Rowan, very unselfish there, elects to give it to her teammate. Solicito leads East Brunswick with 16 points.
That was a perfect read by Elise.
And it's a 22-point lead. I think that's the largest of the game, as we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Rebound. And East Brunswick comes away with it.
She put the ball on the floor underneath. That's what happens. Get it stolen.
Rowan pushes hard, and that results, I was going to say an open shot by Marone, but she elects to dribble it in, but picks up a foul. That was charged to Clark, her second. And Marone puts it up. Looking to see if anybody has...
First time in the game or no?
Yeah, okay. New face. Catherine Caruso. And that one goes in for Marone. So now the lead is 55-31. East Brunswick really pulling away here. Arroyo stops her dribble. That's dangerous with East Brunswick.
It's dangerous for any point guard. You're never supposed to stop your dribble at half court.
And you see the result. Turnover and then a foul. And that, I believe, is going to bring East Brunswick into the 1-and-1 situation. Unless they decide not to do it.
They're just electing to ignore the fact that they're in the bonus.
Okay. Bears with the ball.
All right.
There's a pass. Nice dribble by, beautiful shot.
I guess the bonus doesn't matter too much when you're up 26 points, huh?
I don't know, is that a rule?
You can forego the bonus.
Rowan with 13 points. She's had a good night. Ball off her.
You can tell, I'll tell you what, the defense intensity has really taken the life out of Perth Amboy. They showed a little life in the third quarter and went on that run when East Brunswick was a little bit lax defensively. And now, I mean, their body language is telling us that they're somewhat given up and depleted because of the fact that they're frustrated by the East Brunswick day.
All right, the foul on Gala as number 1. Hans, I believe her name is going to go to the line. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Sure.
I know in the past, and I should know this, but I don't, team needed a 500 record to qualify for the States. Somewhere along the line, have they changed that rule?
No, it's still the same rule. There's a certain point in the
cutoff?
Yeah, there's a certain cutoff point that you need to have a 500 record in order to qualify.
Okay, somehow I thought that maybe they had waived that so that any team could get into the States, but...
Nope, still the same.
Okay. All right, 57-33. Tap to Rowan, who's really been sharp looking for the open player.
Caitlin could have just went up strong righty with an easy layup there. She made it more difficult than she needed to be.
Well, Amboy's intent on drawing fouls. So we're down to 1:18 remaining in the contest. 57-33 East Brunswick. As number 30, that's Wilson, will go to the line shooting 2.
Wins the first.
Okay. And misses the second. Strong to the basket. There's the open player. Goes up, draws the foul. That is Petkolski.
That was a good pass by Angela. Penetrated Polkolski's girl, came on her, and then she dished it to her.
Just about a minute to go in this game. And Petkolski gets on the scoreboard.
How many girls do we have who scored from East Brunswick? I know it's been a nice even mix, but how many girls have scored?
7.
That's what you'd like to see as from a coach.
And the scoring, except for Solicito's 16 points, and I believe Rowan has, 9, 11, 13. I might have said 14 before, but she has 13. The scoring is somewhat the same, although Riccio, let's see.
No, she's up there too.
She's got 11. That shot goes in. (59-35). East Brunswick very deliberate now.
Yeah, they're not really in a stall. They're just running their offensive set and seeing if they can get easy baskets like that one.
You got Gayla now on the board. So Catherine Caruso, I believe, is the only one that hasn't got on the scoreboard yet for East Brunswick.
It'd be nice to see her get two.
There's that. They could have called that foul on Miranda.
I thought that was good defense by Angela. I don't think she reached. I think she stopped the girl in her tracks. She didn't kind of anticipated where she was going to go. I don't think that foul was warranted.
We have just 15 seconds on the clock as Miranda goes to the line and makes her first shot. I'll tell you what, from a dependability standpoint, she's been the one that sticks out for Perth Amboy. She hasn't played a lot.
I mean, she seemed to give them a little spark that they needed, but it wasn't enough. I mean, they were down just too much. It's hard to come back from that type of deficit. Plus, with the intensity East Brunswick's been keeping up, it's difficult to overcome.
All right, and the clock ticks down to 0. And the final score, East Brunswick 61, Perth Amboy 36. Really a fluid game for East Brunswick. And we had talked about, Kara, they showed spurts of playing like a first-class team, and then they had those lapses. But nonetheless, you have to be happy with this final score.
For sure. Defensively, I mean, they really got the job done. Perth Amboy only had 36 total points. Offensively, they scored in transition, and they pretty much went out there and did what they wanted to do tonight.
All right, so that's going to do it here from East Brunswick High School. The East Brunswick girls elevating their record to 3-6 with a 61-36 victory over Perth Amboy. For Kara Catanho, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thanks for being with us.